All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are live here in Farwell, Texas. It's a Friday night. I'm Tim Rodriguez here for SHS Broadcast, getting ready to bring you live coverage. Let me know if it's too loud. I'm having a hard time gauging this. FEMA's the one that usually does the sound, so if I'm coming too, if it's too distorted, let me know. I can turn it down a little bit. But your Sudan Nets getting ready to take on the Lady Blue of Farwell. It's going to be a tough matchup. This will be the second time that these teams have met. You know what? I'm going to need that because I don't know the names. Here, I'll try and do it. So they're getting ready to do the starting lineups, but beforehand, I think they'll do the national anthem. So we're going to step away just for a second, and then while they do the national, and we'll be back for the starting lineups and tip-off of this ball game live here in Farwell, Texas. Look, that's what you're seeing. All right, and we're back. God bless our troops and God bless these United States of America. Welcome. Like I said earlier, it's Friday night. I'm all by myself today. FEMA's on call with the city, so he couldn't make the trip, so it'll just be me. I'd like to give a big thanks out to my daughter, Melody. Most people know, but she's going to do the books for me and also man the camera as they get ready to do the starting lineups. Emery Humphreys, Addison Cornelius, should be Raquel Almendarez, Mason Province, and Lexi Jennings, the starters for your Nets as we get ready. Big crowd tonight on both sides. Sudan travels well. Farwell, of course, that's always a hostile environment here in Farwell, and we're looking forward to a good matchup. These girls looks like they're ready to play against a very stout and solid Lady Blue squad. So I'm going to go off of the names on the board here. We've called this game before. Number 4, I think her name is Ava Jamie. She's starting for the Lady Blue. Number 12 is Bradley. Number 13 is Katie Donnelly, I believe. And from what I understand, number 15 is a Donnelly as well. She's a twin sister. Number 15, Katie and Callie Donnelly. I'm not sure which one's which, but those are they're both on the starting lineup, and then as well as number 24, Avery Miller. I believe her name is Avery Miller. And it looks like Katie Donnelly is number 13, Callie Donnelly is number 15, so I'll see if I can remember that. Melody's got the book. I'm going to just try and wing it without it. And we'll see here, getting ready to tip off. Welcome. Hope you're joining us. And it's an intense crowd. Like I said, the atmosphere is exciting, so that's always a good thing at tip-off. You got plenty of excitement on both sides of the gymnasium here in Farwell. The Lady Blue stepping onto the court. It's going to be Addison Cornelius and number 4, Jamie tipping off center court. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, Sudan Nets basketball district play live here in Farwell, Texas. And the tip-off goes to the Lady Blue, number 21, Bradley. I'm sorry, number 22, McFarland. I think McFarland was a starter, not Miller. And there they go, rotating around the perimeter. The Lady Blue immediately getting ready. Looks like the Nets are in a man defense inside of the paint. They're going to kick it back out. Looks like they're running a perimeter offense with somebody cutting inside every now and then into the paint. There's a drive, wild shot, and it goes off. Crazy hook shot. That was number 21, McFarland. So now zone press for the Lady Blue. And there's Humphreys. Couldn't handle the pass. Was breaking towards the center of the court. Cornelius got it to her. She just mishandled it. Long three-pointer. Jamie, she nails it. So 5 quick points for the Lady Blue here early in the first period. 5-0. Humphreys gets it back to Jennings. Jennings to Almendarez. Almendarez back to Humphreys, down to the corner. Cornelius double team, trying to go baseline. She's in the trap. She still has her dribble. And I think they're going to call a travel. That's weird because the referee that made the call was on the far corner of where the ball was at. There was 2 referees here closer to the ball. Oh, and I'm sorry, it was a timeout. Okay, never mind. It was a timeout. I'm not here to bash the refs this early, but there was a timeout. I think Coach Gallagher called a timeout because Addison was in the trap. So 5-0. Nets yet to score here. Lady Blue scored on a wild hook shot by McFarland. That was very unorthodox, and it went in. And of course, Ava Jamie hit the three-pointer. 5-0 here. 6:50 early in the first period. Inbounding nearest to the visitor stands. Humphreys at the point guard. Almendarez on the wing. Back up top. Trying to find Cornelius. And then, Humphreys is going to drive. And, just missed on the layup. That was perfect. There was a double team on Cornelius, and nobody pulled off. Emery had a clear lane to the basket. Just couldn't get the layup to fall. McFarland back up to Jamie, now swinging it around. Jamie, the point guard up at the top of the key. Swinging around to the corner, that's number 12, Bradley, and she's going to hit a three-pointer. 8-0, and the Lady Blue living up to their reputation here. They got a solid group this season. 2 3-pointers so far, and there's the Province. Nice pass. I don't know who gave her the feed there, but she was able to get behind the defense and get the layup, so the Nets are on the board 8-2. Province at the right place at the right time for that pass, getting behind the defense. There's a whistle there. Looks like it's going to be called on Addison Cornelius. Contact on Jamie. 5:45 here early in the first period. McFarland, the point guard. Her and Jamie exchanging positions there at the top of the key, guiding this Lady Blue offense. Three-pointer from the wing, off the mark. Battling for the rebound, Almendarez. And there's going to be a foul on one of the Lady Blue players. That's going to be on number 15, Donnelly, which I think that's Callie Donnelly. Katie Donnelly's number 13. Almendarez and Cornelius exchanging passes. Heavy press. Bounce pass to Almendarez. We got a man player open here. And she does. She gets Humphreys. Humphreys open. Humphreys in the paint. Gets it to the corner. Jennings splits the defenders. Loses the handle. Jamie with the steal for Farwell. McFarland. Oh, that's tipped and stolen back. Addison Cornelius in transition. Goes up. Euro step layup off the glass. And it's good. 8-4. Sudan cuts the lead. Down by 2 baskets. Hornets playing very patient. So far, very minimal turnovers. There's a turnover by Lady Blue. Jump ball. Raquel Almendarez battling for it. Tie ball. Possession arrow to the Nets. Andrea Williams coming in for Raquel. She wears number 3. Hornets win in their away uniforms, all black with white letters and gold trim. Of course, Farwell in their white homes with blue letters. Oh, there's Province again. Gets by her defender. Nice take to the basket. Just short on the layup. But that was very aggressive. That's what we like to see, especially if you want to attack this Farwell defense in the paint. Long range 3 from Donnelly, way off the mark. Williams with the rebound. Oh, Jennings wasn't ready for the outlet pass. Farwell gets it back. Jamie, her shot off the mark. Jennings gets the rebound, trying to get it out to Williams as she does. Williams to Province. Province to Humphreys on the right side. Humphreys in the lanes, gets by the defender, misses the layup. That's 2 missed layups by Humphreys, but they're letting her go into the lane. She needs to keep doing that. Unfortunately, on the rebound, Williams picks up a foul for the Nets. So 2 team fouls here in the first quarter for Sudan. 1 team foul for the Lady Blue. The score 8-4. Sudan down by 4. 3:50 left here in the first period. Farwell working that perimeter, skip pass across. That's Bradley. She's going to take the 3 from the wing, off the back of the rim. Kalissa Harris, who's checked into the ballgame with the rebound, pushing the ball down the court for the Nets, finds Williams. Little high on that pass. Williams was cut into the basket in the paint. Turnover Sudan. So we got Province, Cornelius, Humphreys, Harris, and Williams on the floor for your Nets. Bradley, skip pass across to Bradley. That was Donnelly with the pass. Bradley's shot off the mark. That's twice from the same spot. No goal for her. Still a 4-point lead for the Lady Blue, but Hornets doing good on the defensive rebound. The Nets doing good on the defensive rebounds, not allowing second chance shots for this Lady Blue squad. Humphreys 3 from the corner. Oh, in and out. Williams with the strong rebound, gets it back out to her. We try it again. Splash! Emery Humphreys nails the 3, cuts the lead to 1. 8-7. 2:44 left here in the first period. Jamie up top. McFarland finds Donnelly, cutting to the basket. Her shot, short. Whistle blows. Province was in the area. And it looks like they're going to give it to Mason Province. That's going to be her first foul of the ball game. 3 team fouls for the Nets. I'm sorry, we're in the Nets. Hornets will be the next game. Catch us on the next game after this one. Score 8-7. Callie Donnelly at the free throw line. 2:33 left here in the first period. Short, way short on that first free throw. No good on the second one either. Rebound Harris, shortest player on the floor. Nets. Skip pass way too high for Magby, who's checked into the ballgame. That was we need to be patient on them passes. If it's not there, just work that pass around instead of throwing one big long pass across court. Just work it with the closest player to you. And Humphreys trying to get it back. She tips it. Good job on the defensive play by Humphreys. Farwell 3, and that's Ava Jamie. That might be her 3rd 3 of the game, her 2nd 3-pointer of the quarter. 11-7, 4-point lead. We've got a cross midcourt going up against the count. Able to find Humphreys. Humphreys going to stop at the wing. That's a foul. No foul call. Humphreys looked at the referee. Referee said it was all ball, but I don't know. I think there was some risk involved in that defensive play. Number 5, Sutter coming in for the Lady Blue. Nets inbounding from the baseline. Long baseline to Humphreys, or Cornelius. Cornelius to the corner. Oh, splits the defenders. They're going to call a travel on Harris. 1:41 left here in the first. 11-7 the score. McFarland bringing the ball down, met by Williams. 1:35. Almost coming to the end of this first period. Foul on Humphreys, going for the steal. Contact on Jamie. So that's 14 fouls for the Nets. Andrea Williams guarding the inbounder. She wreaks havoc. She's got a long reach, way high. That's the only way they can get it around her. 90 seconds left in this first quarter. Jamie inside, from the elbow, off the mark. Rebound McFarland. McFarland putting it back up, and she gets at the ball. Lamone checked into the ball game for the Nets. 13-7. Nets had cut it to 1. Humphreys picks up her dribble, and there's a foul on number 5, Sutterth on Lamone. That's only the second team foul for the Lady Blue. Amandar is coming in for Humphreys. Humphreys will take a breather the last 67 seconds of this quarter. Cornelius looked at a 3, trying to get the baseline, runs into a double team, picks up her dribble, trying to get it to Williams. Too many arms in the way. Lady Blue with the steal. McFarland. Skip pass across. Back up top. Down to the corner. That's number 24. That's Miller. Skip pass across. Almendarez tipped it. Almost stole it. Still Lady Blue ball. 30 seconds into the paint. Sutterth. Her shot is no good. But she gets fouled. That'll be 5 team fouls for the Nets. It doesn't matter. She was in the shooting motion, so she'll go to the free throw line either way. 29 seconds. Sutterth misses the first one. Short on the second one. Amandar with the rebound, pushing the ball down the court. Oh, nice pass to Lamone. Lamone's able to catch up to it. Bounce pass back to Amandar. Tipped out of bounds by Lady Blue. It'll be Sudan basketball with 20 seconds. Ball inbounding nearest to the camera here. Lamone up top. Jennings almost had a catch and shoot situation. Tries to drive in, splits the defender, stolen again. That's Everett with the steal. In transition, Sutter at the layup off the mark. Coming through the rebound. McFarland comes up with a Jamie, launching the 3. Misses that one. And that's going to be the end of the first period. So the Nets playing a solid first period here against the Lady Blue. Score 13-7. Farwell with the lead after 1. All right. Points for the Lady Blue. Ava Jamie had the 2 3-pointers. She's got 6. Jacqueline Bradley had 3. She had a 3-pointer. And then Kylie McFarland with 4 points. That gives for the Nets. Emery Humphreys had a 3-pointer. Addison Cornelius has a basket along with Mason Province. Foul trouble. There's only 2 fouls for the Lady Blue. Cheyenne Sutterth has 1. And Kaylee Donnelly has 1. Or Callie Donnelly. And then Adria Williams has 1. Emery Humphreys has 1. Cornelius has 2. We'll have to keep an eye on that. And then Mason Province has 1 for the Nets. Once again, I want to thank Mello, my daughter. She's taking time out of her Friday evening to come help her pops do the camera and work the books. Pima had to stay in Sudan. He's on call. As you all know, Pima works for the city, so can't leave the city limits on the weekends when he's on call. He's got to stay in town. Williams, Jennings, Amendaris, Province, and Humphreys on the floor for the Nets, trying to do a give and go. Tipped by Williams, causing havoc, and there's a steal. Amendaris coming down the right side of the court, gets it to Humphreys. That 3 is blocked by Jamie, but it's out of bounds. Farwell should stay on this side, and it will. Did you miss it? Inbound to Jennings. Oh, some passes telegraphed, and it was short, stolen by number 15, Donnelly. Her basket's off the mark. Providence with the Almendarez with the rebound, so no transition points off that steal for the Lady Blue. Humphreys at the wing, stops, pulls it up, off the mark, rebound Donnelly. One and done for the Nets as well. 13-7 to score, still no points after a minute here in the second quarter. Oh, there's a pass inside, but it was too far. Double dribble on Donnelly, I believe. Had the right idea and actually had her cutting to the basket, but the pass was just a little bit too far, so she caught it underneath the basket, and then she double dribbled. Timeout, and I believe that was Farwell that called a timeout. We'd like to thank y'all for joining us here in Farwell, Texas, SHS broadcast. Don't forget to join us after this ball game. The boys will be playing Farwell. The Steers, that'll be the first time that they will meet the Steers in district play. Of course, we all know that the girls are 2 games ahead of the boys in district play. The Nets have seen Farwell in Sudan before. This is the second of a home-and-home for these two groups. Zone press still for the Lady Blue, trying to work the traps on the corners. Humphreys able to cross midcourt. There runs into a trap, picks up her dribble. Now she's caught. Got to find somebody. Nobody there. Was trying to pass it to Williams. Williams able to disrupt the fast break. So a little bit of a bad pass, but Williams was able to keep the Lady Blue from scoring an easy basket. Oh, look at that. Williams off the inbound, tips it and steals it. You've got to really be on your toes when she's guarding you on the inbound. And that's another bounce pass that was stolen. So Nets a couple of bad bounce passes, and here comes the Lady Blue. The basket is short. The putback is good by Miller. 15-7. That's actually the first points of the second period, I believe. Williams. A lot of contact, no foul call there. Almendarez, skip pass across. Humphreys down to Province. And she's going to, yeah, she threw it off. She actually had a double team on her. She did the smart thing and threw it off of Bradley. Give us another shot. Humphreys going to take a seat. Cornelius in for her. Cornelius inbound in here closest to the camera. Skip pass across Jennings. She's open. 3 off the mark. Williams battling for the rebound with Jamie. Tie ball. Sudan possession, or the arrow, possession arrow stays with us. Foul. Cornelius try to get it to Almendarez, and we'll see who that's number 20, number 25. There's no 25. 24, Miller. That's going to be her first of the ball game. Oh, a little bit too high for Cornelius. McFarland reaping the benefits on that one on her with the steal, and that she tried to get it out. Williams with the long arms tipped it. That shot is off the mark. Williams with the big rebound. There's a push on the backside. No foul call on that rebound. Farwell has the basketball. Jamie, she's got 2 threes already. Short on that one. Cornelius comes out with it. I'm really surprised. Williams came down with that rebound, and she got shoved from behind right in front of the stripes. Oh, another bad pass. Oh, we were able to recover. Down to the corner, Province. She has the baseline. She catches the pass, and they're trapping her as she's trying to get back out to the perimeter. They're leaving the baseline open for her. She just needs to use that, that pivot foot, spin around and attack that baseline. That's already twice that she's been in that position. 3 Three-pointer, Jamie, she hits that one. Jamie has 3 3-pointers. That's all she has scored in this ball game. 9 points for her, I believe. I'll double check that. Armendariz tries to split the defenders. McFarland tipped it, and it was stolen by Bradley. Now McFarland in transition, her basket off the mark, and Armendariz will get fouled on the rebound. Farwell with an 11-point lead, 18-7, 4:43. That's 2 team fouls in the second period for the Lady Blue. Kalissa Harris checking into the ball game. Raquel will sit. Oh yeah, good job. Nets just passed their way down that press. Good job. Bounce pass into Providence is tipped by Miller. Here comes Donnelly in transition. Her layup is good. 20-7. We've got to watch those bounce passes. That's 3 bounce passes that have gone straight to a Lady Blue player. There we go. Good job. Stops at the top of the key, gets it to Williams. Williams 3 from the wing, off the mark. Bradley with the rebound. Donnelly with the outlet pass gets it back to McFarland. McFarland will set up the offense for the Lady Blue. Nets have yet to put points on the board this period. 3-pointer, that's McFarland off the mark. Jennings with the rebound. Gets it to Williams. Williams, threw it away. Jamie with the steal. Telegraphed that pass too much. 3:31 where the clock stops here. I don't see that Jamie was in a shooting motion. They're going to give her the free throws. First one's good for her, 21-7. That's her first basket. That's not a three-pointer. Hits the second one. 11 points for her. Pass to Lemon, who's checked into the ball game. Picks up the dribble. Gets it to Providence. Providence to the corner. Harris, baseline. That shot is blocked by Miller. Lady Blue working the perimeter again. They've got a comfortable lead here. Sudan has got to put some points on the board. Jamie, spin move into paint. And that takes a bounce, and it's in. 24-7. Pass is tipped and stolen. Those are easy baskets for Farwell. We've got to get our passes down. 26-7. 19-point lead for the Lady Blue. Nets have yet to score here in the second period. .13 points for Jamie, leading all scorers for Farwell. She's having a heck of a first half here in Farwell, Texas.
How long ago was that?
6:50. Nets trying to put some points here, break the press easily. Here comes Humphries into the paint. She's going to drive in and draw contact. Short on the layup, but we'll see if we get some points on the board here with 2:30 left here in the first half at the free throw line. The senior, number 10, Emery Humphries. Short on the first one. Kaylee Donnelly coming in for Miller. Limon, Almendarez, Humphries, Province, and Cornelius on the floor for your Nets. Too much on the second one. Province with the rebound gets it to Limon, unable to handle the pass, and it's going to go out of bounds. We've got passing. That's the story of this second quarter for the Nets. That was a good pass, just wasn't secured. Unable to catch it. Donnelly, her shot, short. We'll let that go out of bounds. Magby coming in for Limon. Jennings coming in for Province. Sudan really actually doing fairly well in the press. It's just once we get into the half court, we're having some problems with getting some points on the board. Long inbound to Jennings, up top to Humphries. See, even that pass right there was short and to the knees. Got to be better on those. Oh, there you go. That was a late whistle. I didn't think they were going to give it to her. He thought about it a little bit too much. That's only the first team foul for Farwell. They only had 2 fouls in the first period. So they've only had 3 in the game. Skip pass, too high for Jennings. That's another turnover off a pass. Is that how many fouls they have, or is that us? That's them? Okay, so I was mistaken. They've had more fouls than what I just said. Okay, no, they've got 14 fouls. We have 1 foul here in the second period, so we're actually doing pretty good defensively as far as fouls. Long range 3. I was looking at the wrong foul count on the scoreboard. The putback is good for the Lady Blue. They extend the lead. 28-7. That ball is tipped out of bounds. It'll be Sudan basketball. 65 seconds left in the second quarter. Still no points in this second period for the Nets. Trying to get it to Magby. That ball is tipped, stolen. McFarland bringing the ball down for the Lady Blue. Down to the corner. Here's a good trap there. Pass was short. Able to recover. 3-pointer. That's Everett. She hits it. Azalea Everett with the 3. 31-7. Azalea Everett. No, that's Jamie with the steal, but she stepped out of bounds. Thirty seconds. That ball tipped, able to be getting recovered by Almendarez. Almendarez, Magby, the layup, too strong. Williams with the rebound, kicks it out to Jennings. Okay, I thought they were going to call a trial. They got a foul. Yeah, she got kind of nicked on the cheek there. Yeah, Jennings going to the free throw line. There we go. Let's shoot some free throws here. Three for who? Harris coming in. So that's 3 fouls for Kaylee Donnelly. And Jennings hits the second one. .15 seconds. Farwell looks like they're going to be playing for the last shot. Looking for Jamie in the paint. Guarded by Williams. They get it to her. She kicks it back out. 5 seconds. Jamie now launches a three. She was heavily defended, and she still hit that three-pointer. 34-8. And that was just a heartbreaker of a second period for the Nets after a pretty solid first. They just could not put it together here in the second, and Farwell has extended this lead 34-8. Go with the sponsors right quick. You have Sudan ISD, First United Bank in Sudan, Capital Farm Credit, Mule Team Laundromat, Bailey County Electric Co-op, King Ag Aviation, Johnny King, Montez Steel Buildings, Sawyer Construction, Larry Sawyer, Kurtec LLC, Tow Pros, Chad Nichols, 5-Star Tree Service, 5 Area Connect, Double B Farms, Brian Baker, Red Wagon Farms, and GWG Farms, Swift Lube and Oil Change, Lance Insurance, Seth Souter, United Country Real Estate, M. Edwards Realty and Land, Vince Montez Cadillac Sports, Cowart Enterprises, Sudan Education Foundation, Texas Producers Co-op, Justin Beller, Jalapenos, Sudan Medical Clinic, RJ Shipping and Beyond, Jay's Coffee Shop, Twice the Ice, Hornet Chill, Q&A Sugar Shack, and Chad King Farms. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring you live district play here in Farwell, Texas. Your Sudan Nets taking on the Lady Blue, and had a little bit of a challenge there in the second period after a solid first, and the Lady Blue have extended the lead at halftime to score 34-8. Lady Blue scoring led by Ava Jamie. She's got 4 3-pointers. So that'd be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points for Jamie, 3 points for Jacqueline Bradley, 4 points for Katie Donnelly, 2 points for Callie Donnelly. Callie Donnelly's the one that's got 3 fouls, so a little bit of some foul trouble for her going into the second half. Kylie McFarland, the point guard, has got 4 points. Azalea Everett had the 1-3 here in the second quarter, and then Avery Miller's got 2 points. That was a 21-1 quarter period in favor of the Lady Blue. Of course, Emery Humphreys had the 3 in the first. Addison Cornelius and Mason Province had a basket each in the first, and then Lexi Jennings had the 1 point, the one and only point in the second period off the free throw there late in the second. So there you go, score 34-8. We're gonna step away for a little bit. We got about 5 minutes left in this halftime period. Join us for the second half of this ball game. We'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back live here in Farwell, Texas, getting ready for the second half of this ball game between the Nets and the Lady Blue. We're getting scored 34-8. Competitive first quarter, and then had a little bit of an issue with some turnovers in the second, and the Lady Blue were able to capitalize on that and extend the lead to 34-8. So I'm glad you're back to join us. Alrighty. Don't forget, after this ball game, we will have to sign off. We'll run over we'll run through the sponsors real quick, sign off, and then we will jump back on a separate YouTube link to watch the Sudan Hornets take on the Farwell Steers, the second of this doubleheader here on SHS Broadcasts. Lady Blue with the ball first. Here in the third, you got Cornelius, Province, Jennings, Humphreys, and Armendariz on the floor to start after halftime for the Nets. McFarland into Jamie. Jamie finds Donnelly cutting to the basket. Or that's Bradley cutting to the basket. Basket Farwell, and that pass is out of reach for Humphreys, so early turnover here to start the third for the Nets. McFarland to Donnelly. Donnelly finds McFarland cutting to the basket on the give and go type play, and she's fouled going up for the shot. Does not go in, but she'll go to the free throw line. That'll be the first foul of the second half. Who'd they give that to? We don't have a three on the floor. I'm not sure who they give that. I guess unless they give it to Jennings. Sudan crosses midcourt. Like I said, Sudan has not had an issue as far as breaking the press. It's just that once we get in that half court, we got to find us a good shot. Humphreys launches a three, short. That's going to be out of bounds. It'll be Farwell basketball. Yeah, Jennings was credited for that foul previously. She's got two in the ball game. McFarland to Donnelly, back to McFarland. There's that same play, trying to hit Donnelly cutting to the basket. This time, Sudan defense was ready for it. Inside to Jamie at the elbow. She's going to try and go around Cornelius. Good job by Cornelius stopping the ball there. Inbound inside, kicking it back out. Donnelly working it with her sister. Back inside to Donnelly here. She's going to make a post move. Misses. Battling for the rebound. Armendariz comes out with it. And it looks like Donnelly went down hard on her shoulder. She's going to stay down.
her shoulder?
All right, well, that's a good sign that she's up and walking, but she's favoring the shoulder, so they're going to take her back and evaluate her. It looks like Miller will come in and substitute for, and I think that was number 15, Kaylee Donnelly, that they helped off the floor, and she's gone back into the locker room. Right at the 6-minute mark here in the third period. Humphreys back to Cornelius. Cornelius, there I was going to say, she's fixing the cross midcourt, and they got him with the 10 count. Just a little bit shy, about a step away before the violation was. We're going to get away with the violation. Couldn't get away with the violation right there. Miller posting up. Good job by Province, making sure that she doesn't have an open shot in the paint, playing good defense there. That ball is saved in. That was blocked by Cornelius. Ava Jamie's able to save it off of Cornelius. It'll still be Lady Blue basketball here on this side of the court. Long inbound to Miller. Miller on Province on her. Province playing good defense there down low. Wild shot off the mark. Miller with the rebound. Lady Blue with another shot here with 5.5. Under the corner, back up top. McFarland feeding Jamie. Jamie runs into a double team. Her shot is short. Cornelius defending her there. And Jennings comes up with a rebound. That ball is tipped, trying to get to Humphreys. Humphreys able to get to it. Cornelius to Jennings. Back up top, swinging it around. Province back up. Cornelius down to Jennings. Jennings open three. Off the front of the rim. Oh, good save by Armendariz. Back to Jennings, and Jennings will feed it back to her. Armendariz throws that one away, trying to get it back to Jennings. One too many passes there, and the layup is off the mark for the Lady Blue, battling for the rebound. And somehow McFarland ends up with it and gets the easy basket. The Fixer running against that 10 count. There it is. The second 10-second violation, unless the coach called a timeout. Coach Gallagher may have called a timeout. He did. So no violation on that second one. So again, I'd like to thank Melody, my daughter. Most of y'all know her as Mello. I think we're the only ones that call her Melody. She is a former Net, graduated a couple of years ago, and she's taking time out of her Friday, which is a big deal because, you know, who wants to help their dad out on a Friday? But she was willing to come up here and run the camera for Pima. Pima's on call in Sudan, works for the city, so he can't get away. But I would like to give her a big thanks for helping me out this evening. Pass intended for Cornelius, out of reach. It'll be Lady Blue basketball. Long range three, off the mark. Farwell with the rebound. McFarland into Jamie. Jamie kicks it back out. Donnelly, her shot is up and good. (41-8) the score. Humphreys driving in, and she'll draw contact. Had the open lane, and we'll see who gets the foul on that one. That's going to be on Ava. Jamie, that's going to be her first. Only 3 fouls here in the third period. Not much, foul for all 3 quarters. Even the first 2, including this one, really hadn't had much. We've had basically an average amount of fouls. Nobody's really in foul trouble. And if we do get into the bonus, it's late in the quarter, so able to capitalize on those free throws, 41-10. 3:40 left here in the third period. Inside to Miller. Miller kicks it back out. Donnelly shot, and she's going to get pushed from behind. Humphreys with a little shove, and the shot falls. So number 15 is Kaylee Donnelly. Is she the one that went in? I guess the other one. Maybe it was Katie Donnelly that went in with a shoulder injury. I don't remember somebody coming back out. Of course, I'm not watching who's coming out of the the locker room. Maybe it is her. Unable to complete the three-point play. Lady Blue with the rebound. Donnelly's going to get another shot at it. She'll get fouled on the floor. Should be on the floor. Yeah, they'll inbound from the baseline. That's going to be on number 5, Magby. Second team foul for your Nets here in the third period. Donnelly, turnaround. She hits that one. So on a little flurry of points for her on that possession there. Nets crossing midcourt. Williams gets it to Cornelius, and Donnelly ran to her, trying to go for the steal. Well, I'm not. It's Dannelley, so I don't know if it's Donnelly or Danley. I may be pronouncing that wrong. So if I'm pronouncing that wrong, please. I'm not from Farwell, so I'm not familiar with the pronunciations of some of these players. Humphreys throws that one off of Jamie. We'll try it again, inbounded from the baseline. Shot off the inbound. Cornelius short. Williams with the rebound. Gets it out to Harris. Harris puts it up off the back of the rim. Williams with another rebound, and she'll get it out to Harris. Harris to Magby. Magby in the paint. Loses the handle. Dribbles it off her foot. Then she dives on it. On the floor. Tie ball. Possession arrow to the Nets. Humphreys inbound is tipped, recovered by Magby. Magby back to the corner. Humphreys throws up a 3. Too strong on that one. Cornelius with the rebound, trying to go back up. She does, and gets the putback. 45-12. Cornelius with the score there. That ball is tipped, stolen. Kalissa Harris came out with it, gets it to Cornelius. Cornelius pushing the ball down the right side of the court, and they're going to call a blocking foul. At this point, might as well just attack the basket and see what happens. Call on the floor, so no shooting on this one. They've got one more foul to give on the Farwell side with 2:07 left here in the third. Inbound to Williams. Williams back up top. Too high for Harris. Stolen. Here comes the Lady Blue in transition. Shot off the mark. Putback is no good as well. That's actually blocked by Andrea Williams. Still Farwell basketball. Trap in the corner. They're going to say that we pushed. Somebody pushed her towards the out of bounds line. So we're going to get called whistle. This looks like it's going to be Williams that'll get hit with that foul. 1:50 left here in the third. Jamie in the paint, loses the handle. Should be Sudan basketball, and it is. Nice job on the press break there. Oh, there's Williams cutting to the basket. Bounce pass to Harris. Harris will drill it back out and throws it away. Trying to get it to Cornelius. McFarland with the steal. Travel. Farwell will give it right back. Oh, good job hitting Limon in stride on that, and Limon will give it right back. That's two. We're easily breaking the press, but they were throwing the ball right back to them. McFarland with the easy basket off of that steal, 47-12. Harris, long pass to Williams. Williams driving to the basket, goes up for the shot, misses it, able to get her own rebound. Gets it to Cornelius, three off the back of the rim. Jamie comes out with it. .35 seconds left. Feeding number 10. That's, I don't know what her name is. Arevalo. I think that's how you pronounce that. Sudan, Harris, tie ball, possession arrow to the Lady Blue. .12 seconds left here in the third. Sudan will pull back on the press. Wait for Farwell at midcourt. McFarland, 4 seconds, driving into the paint, gets in for the layup, off the mark. Humphreys with the rebound. It should get fouled right before the end of the quarter. And we should shoot. That's 5 fouls. Yeah, we should be shooting. And they're telling the cheerleaders to get back off the floor. We fouled right at the buzzer, and that put us in the bonus. So Humphrey will shoot some free throws all on her own on the far side of the court. She should shoot. Yeah. Test. There we are. Oh, short on the first one. And no good on the second one. So the score after three, 49-12. One more to go here on Farwell. So as far as scoring goes, Humphreys had 11 in that quarter, so that gives her 14 on the ball game. And then Cornelius had a basket, so that's 4 for her. And then, of course, Province and Jennings had a basket in the first half, and then Jennings had a free throw in the first half. For the Farwell Steers, Ava Jamie, who was leading all scorers with 16, did not score in the third quarter. Kaylee Donnelly had 6. Kylie McFarland had 5. Jacqueline Bradley had 2, so that's 5 total for her. 8 total for Kaylee, and then 9 total for Kylie McFarland. Then we had Romina Ariveo with the basket, and then Jacqueline Bradley with the basket. That gives her 5 total. And, of course, Everett and Miller had 3 and 2. No points in the second half. Those were from the first half. So one more to go here in Farwell. And that ball almost stolen. Humphrey's able to recover. Skip pass across. Jennings, a little bit out of her reach. She's able to recover. She gets it to Amandara is back to Humphreys. Humphreys gets fouled on the three, so she'll shoot three immediately starting this fourth quarter. So I need some help here. I'm looking at the calendar. It looks like we have a powerlifting meet in Friendship tomorrow on the 31st. And then there's also an O'Donnell Invitational, which I'm assuming that's a golf event. If someone wants to shoot me a text, but that'll be an O'Donnell powerlifting meet in Friendship, and then there's an O'Donnell Invitational, which I'm thinking is golf. I'm not really sure. Somebody have to shoot me a text and let me know what's going on there. Sudan with the press, number 5. That's Sutterth. Gets it down to number 23, Everett. Everett looked at a 3. She had one in the first half. Trying to get it into number 10. That's Arivelo. Arivelo, I think is how you say that. 3-pointer Sutterth off the mark. Amandara is with the rebound. Gets it to Humphreys. Humphreys uncontested, crosses midcourt. Gets it to Harris. Harris, perimeter shot. And rolled in around the basket but never fell in. Rebound, Lady Blue. McFarland pushing the ball into the paint, goes up for the layup, and splits the defenders, gets the basket to fall. (51-14), Lady Blue with the lead. 3-pointer, Jennings, short. Harris with the rebound, gets it back out to Jennings. Jennings, short jumper from right outside the block there, and gets it to fall. Emery almost got the steal there. Sutterth, she'll shoot a 3 off the mark, battling for the rebound. Farwell, that's going to be Azalea Everett. Her shot is off the mark. Last touch by Sudan. It'll still be Farwell basketball. Andrew Williams coming in for Kalissa Harris. Join us next Tuesday. We'll be back at the friendly confines of the Sudan Gymnasium to take on the Bovina teams inbound to Ariveo. And there's a foul call. I'm not sure if it was on when she had the ball or if when Jamie had the ball, but either way. Looks like they're going to give that to number 10, Humphreys. Humphreys will pick up a second one. So that'll be 4 fouls for her. She picks up 2 quick ones. Cornelius will come in for her. 5:53 left in the ball game. Well, like I said, those games will start at 4. JV girls and boys 4, 5, and then 6:30, 7:30, depending on how quick those games end. You'll have the varsity girls and the varsity boys in Sudan on Tuesday against the Bovina Phillies and the Bovina Mustangs. This game started a little bit late. That JV boys game, pretty close ball game. Kind of extended into the time of the varsity girls game here. 3-pointer Jennings, short. Everett with the rebound, taken away by Cornelius. Cornelius in the trap, and she bounced past it to a Lady Blue player, trying to get it to Almendarez. And there's a foul in transition. Looks like it might be Williams. Yep, they'll get her with it. McFarland driving to the basket. Lemon coming in for Jennings. Inbound to Miller. Miller short. McFarland with the rebound off the baseline and puts it in. Right place, right time for her. 53-16, Farwell with the lead. Oh, nice give and go to Cornelius. Her shot is up and just missed. In transition, here comes Farwell and Sutter with the layup. Magby coming in for Province. 4:44 left in the ball game here. Long inbound intended for Williams, tipped. Lemon. Cornelius. To Amendares to Lemon, wide open, three, she'll take it, splash! Nothing but net on that one. Right at the 4-minute mark, that ball is looked like it was partially tipped. It looks like they're gonna give Williams a foul. That was actually tipped by Magby, I believe. They may have caught Williams on the backside of that. That's 4 for her. 14 fouls here in the fourth quarter. Still got a lot of time, so we get one more. That'll put Farwell in the shooting bonus. That shot is no good for Donnelly. She'll hit the second one. 56-19. Oh, nice feed from Cornelius to Magby. Magby feeding Lemon under the basket. Just too far under the basket. Good idea. It looked smooth. Just couldn't get the shot to fall. Oh, Cornelius almost had that steal. And this time, yeah, bounce pass. It looks like they bounce pass it to one of us. Magby gets it to Williams. Williams to Cornelius in transition with the layup. Fast break points there for Addison. 56-21. 3.5 left in the ball game. Miller back up top. Donnelly, three, short, and off the hands of Addison. Addison going for the rebound and it kind of dribbled off her fingertips. So it'll still be Farwell basketball. Harris coming in for Armendariz. Long inbound to Miller. Miller back inside. Turnaround, Donnelly, her shot short. Williams comes out with it. Harris, long pass, and through the hands of Lemon, but it was last touched by Miller. Magby, free throw line, and it's good. The feed from Cornelius, give her the assist. Magby with the points. 3 minutes. Miller out to Everett. Back into Arivelo. I think Arivelo, I think is how you say it. I'm sorry. Arivelo. Tie ball possession arrow to the Lady Blue. 2:45 left here in the ball game. That ball was tipped by Williams on the inbound. Always wreaking havoc on the inbounder is Andrew Williams. Lemon to Magby. Magby on the floor. Gets it to Cornelius. Cornelius feeding Harris. She's going to shoot a three off the back of the rim. Cornelius with the rebound. And she'll throw it off of Everett. Be Sudan basketball. No, I don't need the first. Bounce pass. Magby feeding Williams, cutting to the basket. Foul. That'll send Andrea to the free throw line at the 2:09 mark. And that one goes 56-25. Sutter picks up her dribble, trying to find somebody, gets it to Miller. Miller guarded by Magby in the paint. Feeds Sutter. Yeah, I was going to say I was fixing to say, looks like she got away with the trouble, but she didn't. Referee on the baseline was able to call that one. Don't forget, after this ball game's over, we'll run through the sponsors, and then we'll sign off and then get back on the boys' league as the boys get ready to take on the Farwell Steers. They're sitting here at the tunnel getting ready to come out and warm up. Minute 38 left. Three-pointer, Lemon. She hit one a while ago. Splash! And she hits another one. Nothing but net. 56-28. Out of bounds. Still be Farwell basketball. Last touch by Magby. Donnelly driving into the paint. Gets it out to Miller. Miller back to Donnelly. Top of the key. Gets by Humphreys. And they're going to get Humphreys, and that might be it for her. I think she's got 4 already. A little bit of a touch foul there. Blocking. And, yep, that'll be it for her. 5 for Humphreys. So the senior will sit with a minute 8 left in the ball game, finishing with 7 points on the evening. Donnelly with the first free throw, good. Second free throw short. That ball is tipped from out of bounds, or tipped from behind. Lemon, the handler, stolen. Ball will stay on this side of the floor. Everett, inside Evelo, back out. Up top, three-pointer, Donnelly, off the mark. 41 seconds left in the ball game. Three-pointer, Harris, off the mark. Donnelly with the rebound, gets it out to Sutter. Sutter, way too high, intended for Everett. Sudan basketball, 20 seconds. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us here this evening for this Nets ball game. Live in Farwell, Texas, SHS broadcast. Tim Rodriguez here, Pima Salinas on call with the city, so unable to make the trip. Three-pointer, Lemon partially tipped. And that's going to be the end of the ball game. Farwell coming away with the win here at home for them. The score 57-28, Nets falling short in district play. We'll go over the sponsors real quick. Chad King Farms, Q&A Sugar Shack, Twice the Ice Hornet Chill, Jay's Coffee Shop, RJ Shipping and Beyond, Sudan Medical Clinic, Jalapenos, Texas Producers Co-op, Justin Beller, Sudan Education Foundation, Coward Enterprises, Vince Montez Cattle Exports, United Country Real Estate, M. Edwards Realty and Land, Lance Insurance, Seth Souter, Swift Lube and Oil Change, Red Wagon Farms and GWG Farms, Double B Farms, Brian Baker, 5 Area Connect, 5-Star Tree Service, Toll Pros, Chad Nichols, Curtec LLC, Sawyer Construction, Larry Sawyer, Montez Steel Buildings, King Ag Aviation, Johnny King, Bailey County Electric Co-op, Mule Team Laundromat, Capital Farm Credit, First United Bank there in Sudan, and of course Sudan ISD. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring you live district action here in Farwell. Your Nets falling short against the Lady Blue, but gave a great effort. Don't forget to join us on Tuesday. These same Nets will take on the Phillies of Bovina at the friendly confines of the Sudan Gymnasium. So meet us there. Actually, go to the game, support these young athletes, and if you can't make it, join us here on SHS Broadcast, and we'll do our best to give you the play-by-play. So I'm Tim Rodriguez, along with Mello Rodriguez, my daughter Melody, helping on the camera and with the books. We'd like to sign off here real quick. Andrew Williams had 2 points. Brindley Magby had 2 points. Emery Humphries had 7 points. Addison Cornelius had 6 points. Raina Lamone had 2 threes in the fourth for 6 points. Mason Province had 2 points, and Lexi Jennings had 3 points for your Nets. We're going to sign off. Join us. Get off of this link and get on the boys' link as the boys are warming up, getting ready to take on the Steers, and we'll catch you on the next one.